world. I'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. People, this is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. And of course, the pleasure is always mine to be with you, to interact with you, to talk to you about what's making the news here in Grenada. Of course, we are in the Spice Isle of the Caribbean after all. We do hope that you had yourself a good day today and that last night was good. We hope that you didn't miss the program last night. Now, if you missed the program last night, trust me, you missed a really good program. Yeah? So, you're here nonetheless tonight. So, let's catch up from where we left off, all right? Now, we have a lot of things to talk to you about tonight, and we are going to go straight into that, all right? First of all, we'll be talking about the replacement of the expired voters' identification cards, and as well, reward is being offered to find a missing person, a missing woman, has been missing since the beginning of the year. All right, Akeem pleaded guilty to charges. All right, concerns expressed for students in China amid the coronavirus outbreak. Now, 46-year-old Grenadian fisherman arrested, all right, at the Grenadines Wharf. We're going to talk about that, as well as a St. Mark resident who has been charged with non-capital murder. We'll talk about that and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live. Now, we want to remind you that the program is brought to you, well, not the program necessarily, but the headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG10. We're talking about that's channels 10 and 11 on cable. All right, so folks, all embrace all itself, and let's take a quick break, and we shall return shortly. And when we come back, it will be real news in Oli Lili Lolo as well. People, make sure you share the program. Sharing the program means that other people will get to view the program. All right, of course, they'll be receiving the notification from you. All right, tonight I feel like Superman. You see, somebody was saying, my sister was saying, Mikey, the colors when you move your hand, that's cool, right? Yeah, I know, like a Superman kind of effect. All right, all right. So, folks, yes. Anyway, we're gonna come back in a moment. All right, stay right there. This is Mikey Live, and I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson. We will be back shortly.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
It's one of the most anticipated events in 2020, the Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th, at the home of the festival, Quarantine Recreational Park. 12 live bands, more than 16 dynamic performers, great food and local culture. The Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th, bigger and better in 2020. Get ready.
Make no excuse. Claim those fitness goals with a little help from Quartz. Save big on home fitness equipment when you shop with up to 15% off. Plus, get a chance to win a free spin bike. Shop today and pay nothing until March with Quartz Ready Finance. Make no excuses. Shop and win. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, grey and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Chivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444 Rent. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Granite St. George.
Big Parish, it's your turn on Saturday, February 1st to showcase your true patriotism as the St. Andrew Development Organization, in collaboration with the National Celebrations Committee, presents the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza 2020. The action begins at 6 p.m. with the Flambeau March from the Old Church through the streets of Grenville. Then from 7 p.m. sharp, we move stateside at the Grenville Bus Terminal, where the best of Grenada will be on show, from Calypsonians to soca artists, dance troops, cultural groups, and much more. Celebrating 46 under the theme as we prepare for the future through empowerment, growth, and long-term sustainable development. It's the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza, Saturday, February 1st, Grenville Bus Terminal.
All right, folks. So again, let us officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. And for those of you who are wondering, this program is aired on my Facebook page every weekday. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, and of course, you can also find the program on our YouTube page. That is. Once you search Mikey Hutchinson on YouTube, you will find the page there. But the easiest way of finding us is going through our website, mikeylive.com. And once you're on our website, then what happens is that you will be able to, whether it is view the program via Facebook, via YouTube, and get other news and other exciting things, then you will find it in one place. It's like the hub of it all, all right? Mikey, MikeyLive.com. And now for tonight's news. Grenada Invitational is now part of the World Continental Tours. Now, as part of its thrust to provide more competition and earning opportunities for athletes globally, World Athletics, formerly the IAAF, has reformatted the track and field meet circuit. In addition to the well-established and lucrative Diamond League meets, there are now World Athletics Continental Tours meet, and the World Continental Tours are subdivided into gold, silver, and bronze categories. Globally, there are 10 gold level meets, with each meet offering prize monies in excess of US $200,000. Additionally, there are 10 silver level meets, with each of these meets offering prize monies in excess of US $75,000, and over 50 bronze level meets with prize monies of offerings up to US $25,000 and up. Now, going into its fourth year, the Grenada Invitational has been designated World Athletics Continental Tour Silver Level. Now, this news is extremely exciting, all right, not only for the Grenada Invitational, but for Grenada as a whole. This level ensures some of the world's top athletes will continue to compete at the Southern Caribbean's premier track and field meet, and the world will be further exposed to Grenada's unique brand of hospitality and the exceptional talent of our athletes. In 2020, the other silver level meets will be held in Jamaica, Australia, Brazil, Poland, Spain, Slovakia, and Switzerland, Italy, and Germany. The fourth annual Grenada Invitational will take place on Saturday, April 4th at the Kiwani James Athletic Stadium, with live television broadcasts on ESPN, which is the broadcast partner of the Grenada Invitational. All right, now everybody is talking about, folks, the ID cards, the replacement ID cards. Yes, the voter cards. Now the time is coming up, and of course it's expiring somewhat. You understand? So upon detailed examination of the Representation of the People's Act, it is clear that there is no need for any amendments to facilitate the replacement of the voter identification card, which will all expire on the 31st of January 2020. Now, the Parliamentary Elections Office, the PEO, has been legally advised that the Act does not stipulate that voter identification cards will expire on any given date. Therefore, expiration dates are a matter for administration of the voter identification card system. Now, as a result, the PEO has decided to proceed with the process of replacement of expired cards in keeping with the intent of the Act. Replacement of expired voter identification cards commences on Monday, 3rd February 2020 at the respective parliamentary elections offices within the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. Lunch hour is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Now, a registered elector is required to present his or her expired card, birth certificate, or valid passport when making such an application. Thereafter, the applicant is expected to have his or her photograph taken, have his or her fingerprint scanned, renew his or her signature, and the general public is assured that all expired cards will be replaced at no cost to the applicant, and the PEO encourages applicants with changes in their registration information to use this opportunity to update their information at no cost. Now, the PEO further advises that voters' registration process continues for all eligible persons. Now, the PEO wishes to express its gratitude to various stakeholders, respective political parties, and the grouping of civil society organizations who participated in discussions on this issue. Now, the PEO will continue to examine, they say, the Act to determine what amendments may be necessary and will continue to consult on the way forward. Now, any amendments will be done in a more comprehensive manner. Now, the general public, you're asked to be guided accordingly. A message from the PEO's office. All right, good. Yeah, the cat. So, yeah, just know it's chaos. Everybody will try to go and renew at the same time. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know how that's going to affect the whole process, but no. Anyway, a reward is being offered now, people, to find a missing woman. Now, we've been telling you about this, and now there's new development with regards to effort in finding this lady on the screen, Miss Cecilia Mongo. You understand? Now, several persons from the business community has come forward, pledging to assist in the efforts to finding this woman. You understand? So we had Captain Harris, Montpure, and Gren Graphics all coming together. Captain Harris offering $1,000. Montpure, the same, offering $1,000, and of course, Montpure also put a picture of her on as part of the label on the new bottles. Now, Gren Graphics is a company responsible for the graphics, the graphic work to put on the bottle. You understand? 78-year-old Mardi Gras resident Cecilia Mongo left her home on Tuesday, 7th January 2020, and has not returned since. She's approximately 5 feet 3 inches in height, medium build, and dark in complexion. But anyone seeing Cecilia Mongo or has any information about her whereabouts, you're asked to contact the nearest police station. You can also call us in Paul's police station at 440-3224. You can also call CID at 440-3921. Police emergency at 911. Police also has a hotline, 444-1958. Understand? They are determined in finding this woman. They say she has memory loss. Yes? But they think that she is alive somewhere out there and is calling on the general public to please assist. Now, the offer of $2,000 is for anyone who gives information leading to the discovery of the finding of Miss Cecilia. That's how it is. So that is somewhat like an extra, encouragement to people, to the general public, to go over there and do what you have to. I myself do not have any difficulties in being part of any search party or investigating team in finding her at the soonest possible time. All right, so I'm also pledging my time in helping find her if my expertise and time is needed. And of course, I would encourage any one of you to do the same. Of course, no one would like to know that their loved one, particularly a mother, a grandmother, an aunt of somebody that is missing for so long without any clue of where she might be. That is enough to keep you up at nights. Yeah? And it's been a while now. So they're asking the general public to please, in whatever way that you can, assist them in finding their loved one. We are moving on. Earlier, according to sources, Akim boy has pleaded guilty to charges of pretending to be a doctor. According to sources, he can possibly face a hefty fine and prison term under the Health Practitioners Act. You know, when he went to court, his first court appearance, his bail was denied. 19-year-old, Akim. In a press conference yesterday, the minister said that they are aware of the situation and so on, so on, so it's for the police and ting. And I mean, Section 13 of the Act states that a person shall not prescribe any drug in relation to a medical condition or complaint unless he or she is registered as a health practitioner pursuant to the provisions of this Act and is authorized by virtue of the regulations made pursuant to Section 119. It says also that a person who contravenes Section 1 commits an offense and is liable to summary conviction to a fine not exceeding $100,000 or to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 3 years or to both. You understand? Yeah, boy. So let's see where this goes. Lad, although there have been concerns relating to the situation in China and the well-being of students, and more conversations is being had, and people are posting things on social media. Some are claiming to be students, expressing their dissatisfaction in the way the situation has been handled by a government, and so on. So there's been a lot of talk and a lot of anxiety in China, particularly with a few students, with students, because I don't know how many. All right. And them being assured that if situation should worsen, that they will be taken care of. Conversation is had everywhere, in all quarters of our society. Arguments for and against making efforts to have the students returned to their home, Grenada. You understand? Some are saying, well, then just bring them back. Others are saying, well, why should you bring them back and put them at greater risk? Yesterday, the health minister said bringing them back is likely to pose a greater risk to them than having them just stay put for a while, as it being advised by the Chinese authorities. So there are several opinions out there on what should happen with the students. Well, let's see. Time will tell. Yeah? Time will tell. We know that that Wuhan is on lockdown. So it therefore means that no one could get in, no one could go out. It's on quarantine. Someone suggests, well, for the people who are not in Wuhan, send them back home. Well, that may pose another challenge. That may be another problem by leaving some behind. You know, taking that approach can backfire too. So, you know, anyway, let leave that talk. I ain't coming for that. Okay, all you. We have information relating to that recent incident in St. Mark. By the way, for those of you who have not shared the program again, this is me encouraging you to do so, man. Share the thing, man. Some people complaining they don't get notification, and some of our little share anything, so they're missing the program. Randy Bartholomew, a 31-year-old fisherman of Duquesne in St. Mark, was arrested and formally charged and cautioned for the offense of non-capital murder by intentionally causing the death of Christopher Grant, a 46-year-old of Waltham, St. Mark. The offense was committed on the 27th of January 2020 at Waltham, St. Mark. All right. Now, according to sources, he will make his first court appearance at the Victoria Magistrates Court on Thursday, 30th January. That is tomorrow, God's willing, all right? And of course, we will give you an update about that. Earlier, we're hearing that a Grenadian might be in trouble in St. Vincent. According to 784 News SVG, police have arrested and charged Christopher Joseph, a 46-year-old fisherman of Grenada, with the possession of criminal property on the 28th, that was yesterday. According to investigations, the accused allegedly had in his possession $10,880 EC dollars and 20 US in cash. That looks like $20 US. All right, not 20,000, 20 US in cash. Now, which he knows or suspects in whole or in part, directly or indirectly represents the proceeds of criminal conduct. Now, the incident occurred at the Grenadines Wharf, Kingston, on the 25th of the month. Joseph is expected to appear before the magistrate. That was supposed to be today. Actually, he was. But, yo, what the hell did I just read? So, hold on. Let me go back. Police have arrested and charged Christopher Joseph, a 46-year-old fisherman of Grenada, with the possession of criminal property on the 28th of the month. According to investigations, the accused allegedly had in his possession $10,880 EC dollars and 20 US dollars in cash. Which he knows. That's according to the prosecution, no? Which he knows or suspects in whole or in part, directly or indirectly represents the proceeds of criminal conduct. What the hell am I reading? Not because they're Grenadian, but why is that one dog? I see all the whole man with some kind of business. Listen, I got to follow that court case because I'm just going based on the information y'all give me. I'm going based on the report. So unless something missing in that report, I get hearts in a dog. I get head in a dog. $10,000. What? They no money, dog. Hold on. I hear me phone beep me. Somebody might call me and say, no, Mikey, something missing. Let me see somebody else. Nah. But what I saying is, what I say, now because you're grenade and but $10,000 is small change, dog. I see all the whole in my with some kind of thing. $10,000 that no money, dog. EC, not even in the US, you know. Unless something missing in the report, that was saying. Unless something missing in the report, I am only going based on what I have in front of me. They say $10,880 Eastern Caribbean currency and $20 US in cash. Somebody say that don't making sense. Well, that don't make sense. So I will go back. I will link them people up there, and I will find out more about that case for you, because maybe something not right with that one. So I'll go and check it out, and then I will think. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because $10,000, that ain't no money, dog. You know what I mean? We can't. Anyway, let me that talk there. Boy. Yeah, I mean, $10,000. I see the man. I see the catch him, man. I see the holy man with that business. See what panel get catch. You know what I mean? I see that news. Well, how are reaching the news? Then that news. Anyway, let me go to the next story, man. Just want to fret me. Okay, so earlier, the next thing that I have to tell you about, how we're looking for time, I could tell you what health authorities are doing about the coronavirus in another jurisdiction, and so that we can be able to make the comparison. Okay, so we've heard from our authorities on what we are doing as it relates to the coronavirus. Now let's take a trip to our neighbors to see how they are handling the coronavirus.
The Ministry of Health disclosed that the island is in preparation mode for the importation of the coronavirus. And although the transmission to the sub-region is low, the Ministry of Health disclosed that authorities here are being vigilant and taking the necessary precautionary measures. However, former Health Minister Dr. Keith Mondesi wants health officials here to tell the nation what plans are in place to prevent the coronavirus from entering local shores.
If I was the Minister of Health today, first of all, there'll be severe surveillance over anybody coming from Asia. There will be surveillance on anybody that has visited the Asian countries. Vietnam, Cambodia, China, because it originated there. So anyone, now we have free access. These people don't even need visas. The Chinese don't need visas to come here. So your surveillance has to be very, very tight on people coming from the Far East or people visiting the Far East and coming to St. Lucia. According to Dr. Mondesi, travelers coming to St. Lucia from the Asian countries should be tested and monitored for a lengthy period. He noted that the cruise ships entering the shores should also be a source of concern. We don't have the capacity if that explodes on us. But as they said, prevention is better than cure. So you must put your prevention up front. But if this thing just exploded, let's say a boat full of Chinese came here and they had all of it, we can't handle it. We know that. But we have to do the prevention method. The number of confirmed cases of the Wuhan coronavirus has overtaken the 2003 SARS outbreak inside of mainland China, as multiple countries evacuated their citizens from the city at the heart of the outbreak. As of Wednesday, there were 6,061 confirmed cases of the virus in mainland China, including 132 deaths, according to Chinese officials. The number of cases grew by around 1,500 from Tuesday, a more than 30% increase. The figures do not include Hong Kong and Macau, both of which have reported a smaller number of cases. There have also been at least 91 cases of the virus reported outside mainland China. During the 2003 SARS outbreak, there were 5,327 confirmed cases of the disease in mainland China, with 349 deaths. Experts have previously estimated that the Wuhan virus figures could still be vastly underreported,
making the novel coronavirus far more contagious, but also less deadly than SARS. 20 countries are reported to be affected with the Wuhan coronavirus. Cecil Actil, NBC Prime.
Thank you very much, Cecile. And going back to the story about the money, somebody said that the money needs to be declared. $10,000, you know, declare. You can declare $10,000. You're going to open a boat. You're going to declare $10,000. You're going to buy your goods and things like that. You know, it's anyway. So what's trending? Let me tell you what's trending. The bop. Give me the bop. Well, Lysol happens to be trending right now. Why? Because there's this new thing that's going around that, hey, so if the new strain of the coronavirus, which is human-to-human transmission, if it's that new, and if it originates in China, and if you have to follow mainstream media in that, because the Chinese are now eating bats and snakes, that is why we have the human-to-human transmission of the coronavirus. Then what the hell is the coronavirus doing on a Lysol spray, probably that has been on the market for Jah knows how long, since Jesus Christ kicking ball in the past year? Whereas there are several points of view that can be given and arguments that can support why this human corona is on the Lysol spray. Some are mounting up some kind of conspiracy theory. Alright, so I'm just saying this to say that, yeah, we realize what's trending on social media. She gave me the bop. So what here's Lysol go sell that. You know what I mean? Lysol go sell. Because it does say, you know, you can use this for, you know, it gets rid of, it kills over 100% illness-causing germs. But hold on, hold on. It kills 100 illness-causing germs. That 100 can be read as 100% of, because of how it represents itself at the top of the bottle, at the top of the can, but it doesn't say 100%, it says 100. And we know that there might be thousands of illness-causing germs, but this says kills over 100 illness-causing germs. The Lysol kills 99% of viruses and bacteria, all right? And yes, it does somewhere there in fine says the human coronavirus. Kite righty. You understand? Kite mark human coronavirus. No! Lysol go sell. Anyway, lady, give me the bop. So, what else do we have to tell her? We have time? I could go through with another thing, or? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yo, one of the stories that, well, yeah, what we had to briefly tell you, let me see if I get there was an incident, boy. A vehicle ran off the road and onto somebody's property. Watch that, not that. Yo! You understand? Yeah, no, it's almost like hard to notice the vehicle in the bushes right there in them people's place. How the incident happened and injuries and so on, we were not able to get that because we got the information just before coming on the news, you know. But yeah, boy, there was another accident that caused traffic to back up on the Eastern Main Road this morning. Boy, if you see traffic, I don't know when last I saw traffic that backed up on the Eastern Main Road, boy, just by the cliff, yeah. But that junction for Monjalo Marian, Woburn, if you see traffic, yeah, this morning, so that kind of caused a lot of people to get to work late. So I hope that the bosses and things go easy on them people, because yeah, it was a lot of traffic this morning and there was no getting around it. Based on where it was, it didn't even make sense trying to get around it. Okay. Earlier, a 9-year-old Florida boy who allegedly stabbed his 5-year-old sister, telling her, die, will be charged with attempted first-degree murder. In the US, you know, a 9-year-old Florida boy, you know, they say stab his 5-year-old sister, telling her, die. Eh? They say he was playing in his room with his sister on Monday afternoon when their mom slipped outside to check the mail. When the mother returned, she found her son stabbing his sister repeatedly with a kitchen knife and telling her to die. They say that the mom grabbed the knife from her son, who fled into a maintenance shed, and then picked up her daughter and called 911. Authorities said now the girl was reported alert and responsive after the attack. The boy told authorities that the thought of killing his sister had entered his head 2 days earlier and wouldn't go away. According to an arrest report, he told cops he grabbed the knife from the kitchen, entered the bedroom, grabbed his sister by the neck while she was bent over, and began attacking her. Die, the boy told his sister during the unprovoked attack. And that's interesting to note that it was unprovoked. The boy allegedly told investigators he stabbed his sister because he wanted to be able to go outside. He wanted to be able to go outside. Investigators found probable cause to charge the boy, and so they did. He's been held in a secured detention ahead of a psychiatric evaluation ordered by a judge. When you think you heard it all. We're taking a break and we'll be back in a moment with the National Report. Stay there.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
It's one of the most anticipated events in 2020, the Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th at the home of the festival, Quarantine Recreational Park. 12 live bands, more than 16 dynamic performers, great food and local culture. The Grenada Music Festival, June 5th to 7th, bigger and better in 2020. Get ready.
Make no excuse. Claim those fitness goals with a little help from Quartz. Save big on home fitness equipment when you shop with up to 15% off. Plus, get a chance to win a free spin bike. Shop today and pay nothing until March with Quartz Ready Finance. Make no excuses. Shop and win. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Are you planning an event or looking to rent tents? Then call the tent experts at Waggy T Tent Rentals. We rent tents for all occasions. Tents in different colors, styles, and 25 different sizes, from as little as 10 by 10 to as large as 100 by 40. Call us at 439-TENT. That's 439-8368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. We are Grenada's tent people.
Big Parish, it's your turn on Saturday, February 1st to showcase your true patriotism as the St. Andrew Development Organization, in collaboration with the National Celebrations Committee, presents the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza 2020. The action begins at 6 p.m. with the Flambeau March from the Old Church through the streets of Grenville. Then from 7 p.m. sharp, we move stateside at the Grenville Bus Terminal, where the best of Grenada will be on show, from Calypsonians to soca artists, dance troops, cultural groups, and much, much more. Celebrating 46 under the theme as we prepare for the future through empowerment, growth, and long-term sustainable development. It's the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza, Saturday, February 1st, Grenville Bus Terminal.
Yeah, man, there's no place sweeter than home. It is now time for the National Report.
The Royal Grenada Police Force recognizes and honors service and conduct at first investiture ceremony. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, January 29th, 2020, I am Rikisha St. Louis. The Royal Grenada Police Force is now a more decorated unit, as over 300 police officers received ribbons and medals of honor on Wednesday. During the RGPF's inaugural investiture ceremony, officers from all units of the force were awarded for long service to the force and good conduct. Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, said the ceremony is indicative of the upward movement of the police force. He reminded the members of the force that the medals and ribbons come with additional responsibilities that they must adhere to.
That it's a good thing to have the medals. It's a good thing to have this motivational initiative. But, sisters and brothers, with the medals come additional responsibilities. Because if you wear the medal, then it means that wherever you are in terms of performance, the medals has to demonstrate an improvement in service and attitude and everything that goes with it. Because, colleagues, we must know that in life, we must never be settled to where we are.
Acting Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin commended the officers for their service and due diligence to the country. He said the medals are cabinet approved and must be worn with pride.
This makes us decorated officers, which comes with great responsibility. A decorated officer will be expected by members of the public to exhibit special skills, character, and professional conduct. Please do not disappoint those expectations. And by your conduct, I urge you that from this day forth, if you have not done before, to demonstrate the level of discipline, attitude, and professionalism that will lift the bar to our next investiture program or ceremony next year.
The ribbons must be worn with the routine uniform, and both ribbons and medals must be worn on the ceremonial dress and number 2s. The Enterprise Business Development component of the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program SIAP is now a reality. It was launched on Wednesday by the government and the GIDC and will commence with training for 50 young people between the ages of 16 to 35. The month-long training will focus on remedial education. CEO of GIDC, Ronald Theodore, says the objective is that 500 individuals will be equipped with the skills and knowledge to start their own business.
At the end of the program, you will be equipped with essential knowledge in information communication technology, remedial math, remedial English, entrepreneurial skills development, grant proposal writing, and life skills. The ultimate goal is to furnish you with all the necessary tools and assets to be successful entrepreneurs. I wish you every success in this training program.
SIEP's project manager Byron Campbell encouraged the participants to focus on the prize at the end of the training when they can contribute towards the reduction of unemployment and poverty.
See it as a process. It's not just a training here, but the end result is to ensure that you can operate a successful small business. Successful business calls for work. It calls for dedicating your energy, your time, letting your friends, your family know what you're engaged in if you're going to be successful.
Business grant financing is available for individuals and groups.
The grant financing will allow you to fully implement your business idea. Firstly, to test it, to determine whether or not it is something that is feasible, because we do not want to, provide financing for small businesses that at the end of the day would not be sustainable. So you have to test and determine whether or not this venture would be one that is lucrative and there is a market for what you're offering. After that, you will be able to fully implement your business by receiving the business grant financing. So we have the first push, which will allow you to test your idea, and thereafter the business grant financing. For the first push, we have financing of up to, for groups, $2,688, and of course for individuals, and for groups we have up to $6,000 for persons to access.
That was Project Coordinator Shivlin Noel. The second training session will be held at the training facility at Simone Industrial Park. Continuing with the news, the Parliamentary Elections Office says it is clear there is no need for any amendments to facilitate the replacement of voter identification cards, which will all expire on January 31st, 2020. This decision comes following detailed examination of the Representation of the People Act. In a press release dated January 28th, the Parliamentary Elections Office said it has been legally advised that the Act does not stipulate that voter identification cards will expire on any given date. Therefore, expiration dates are a matter for administration of the voter identification card system. As a result, the office has decided to proceed with the process of replacement of expired cards in keeping with the intent of the Act. Replacement of expired voter identification cards commences on Monday, 3rd February 2020 at the respective parliamentary elections offices between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Lunch hour is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. A registered elector is required to present his or her expired card, birth certificate or valid passport when making such an application. Thereafter, the applicant is expected to 1. Have his or her photograph taken, have his or her fingerprint scanned, renew his or her signature. The officer assures the public that all expired cards would be replaced at no cost to the applicant, and the office encourages applicants with changes in their registration information to use this opportunity to update the information at no cost. The Parliamentary Elections Office further advises that the voter registration process continues for all eligible persons. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Big Parish, it's your turn on Saturday, February 1st to showcase your true patriotism as the St. Andrew Development Organization, in collaboration with the National Celebrations Committee, presents the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza 2020. The action begins at 6 p.m. with the Flambeau March from the Old Church through the streets of Grenville. Then from 7 p.m. sharp, we move stateside at the Grenville Bus Terminal, where the best of Grenada will be on show, from Calypsonians to soca artists, dance troops, cultural groups, and much, much more. Celebrating 46 under the theme, as we prepare for the future through empowerment, growth, and long-term sustainable development. It's the 46th Independence Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza, Saturday, February 1st, Grenville Bus Terminal.
Welcome back. Grenada is poised for significant growth following a stellar tourism performance in 2019. The announcement was made on Tuesday by the Grenada Tourism Authority during a performance review press conference. Following its record-breaking 500,000 total visitor arrival in 2018, the island maintained its growth in 2019. Preliminary data shows visitor arrivals at 525,453. Stayover visitor arrivals accounted for 162,902, a 1% increase over 2018's 160,970 arrivals. Cruise arrivals accounted for 337,940 visitors. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line will increase its 2019 call from 19 to 29 in 2020, with Carnival Cruises planning 12 new calls throughout 2021. GTA's CEO Patricia Ma said growth will be unavoidable this year with new hotels and cruise calls for the year ahead.
The Rex Grenadian has been closed since May of 2018. Which is one of our largest hotels on island. And despite it being closed, we ended up 2019 with a 1% growth over 2018 in our visitor arrivals. Yeah? So that speaks for the destination's growth, the destination's potential, and of course that high demand with intrepid travelers. So moving on to the share of market, I think this is very interesting for us in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique to understand where our visitors are coming from. In actual fact, the United States of America accounts for 47% of our market share. 47% of the pie, the market share pie, come from the United States of America in 2019. So it's growing. And our second largest source market is indeed the Caribbean.
Ma said Grenada will continue to market the destination and dialogue with tourism partners to add value to the tourism package and attract more visitors.
We are very happy to share. The groundbreaking happened before in 2019, but the Grenada, the destination, is getting a 6 Senses hotel, and the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association can verify that that is breaking news for the Caribbean, because 6 Senses is a very strong brand in the Far East, in Asia. And we are the first destination in the Caribbean to get a 6 Senses brand hotel. We're going to get it in the beautiful parish of St. David's in La Sagesse, and it will have 100 upscale rooms, so it'll be a high-end property. There is supposed to be a 2-hotel development going on there, but that is what we know for now, and this is putting all eyes on the destination, quite frankly, across the Caribbean, that we're getting the first 6 Senses brand hotel for the region.
That story just ended the national report for today, Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. Let's recap the top story. The Royal Grenada Police Force recognizes and honors service and conduct at first investiture ceremony. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right. Thank you, Rakisha, and to everyone else who were part of the production of the National Report, and we will have another for you. All right, we have a generic weather forecast for you tonight because we did not receive the tailored one from the Met Office. All right, so it's just about 27 degrees here. In St. George's, precipitation 6%, humidity 83%, winds 14 kilometers per hour. It was a very cloudy day. Most of the day we had clouds, and then sometimes intermittent showers. So it was a pretty cool day today. Hopefully we get the same tomorrow. I wouldn't mind at all. So that's it for our weather report and of course for our Mikey Live program for tonight. I do want to thank everybody who's on the program. Don't forget our wine and chocolate sale coming up pretty soon. And of course, it will be in time for Valentine, in time for you to say something special to that special someone in February. All right, let's, before we wrap up tonight, say hello to quite a few people on the live. Well, the usual. Shalisha, Diamond, Tree, or Trey, Shireen, Veron, what's going on, Veron? Noreen, and Antoinette, Mishi, Della, Doris, Kireen, Mom, Rose, Linton, my brother, and Suzette. Hey, what's going down, Suzette? Big up to the whole Mikey Life Helping Hands Foundation in Canada. You all are like the heart of the foundation, man. Yeah, you guys, yeah, you pump and you distribute, and the body functions as a result. So thank you guys for being so instrumental in, you know, supporting the people who really need that sort of support through the various fundraising initiatives that you have in Canada. And folks on the program, I want to encourage you to continue supporting the Helping Hands Foundation out there in Canada, because they really do a lot. And once they raise the funds and so on, we are able to do more fundraising initiatives and be able to feed more families and impact more lives. And you have no idea of the sort of experience that we have when we go out to do those distributions, listening to stories from the elderly and the shut-ins, people who cannot come outside, and people who have nothing to eat and so on. The stories that they tell and the conditions under which they live is going to break your heart. And so do not underestimate the work being done by the Helping Hands Foundation, Canada and Grenada. And well, we are just starting up the US team. So yeah, it's amazing work that you guys are doing. So thank you again. Camille and Sabrina, Peter, Joyous, and Margaret, Angel, and Ezron, big up yourselves. Charmaine and Ventress, Rolanda, and Jade. Thank you for watching, guys. All the best to you. And before I go, yeah, my brother, don't forget to support my brother's karaoke on the various nights. All right, it's really good karaoke, so take all the time and support that. All right. And oops, sorry, that's there by error. There's a bingo coming up. All right, Gold's Bar, Penmutter in St. David's. They'll be having a bingo on Saturday, $1,000 jackpot. All right, $500, and of course they say that the tickets cost only $20. It's going to be starting at 8 p.m. So that's it for me for now, and God bless you and your family, and we're going to touch base tomorrow, God's willing, again. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we all say Ja. No. Goodbye, everyone. God bless you.